I don't want a dowry. I just want to live in China.
Waking up, aren't the millions of older single women in China panicking? In our matchmaking corners, a large number of foreign beauties have appeared, and most of them are born after 2000, looking for marriage everywhere. Some of them can speak 5 languages, and some have a monthly income of 50,000. They don't want a dowry and are willing to have children. They have only one simple requirement, which is that the partner is a Chinese man. And according to netizens, someone in Guangxi has already married one, and it only cost 4,000 yuan. Isn't it surprising? Isn't it unexpected? I'm wondering, by 2025, will Chinese men all have their fortunes turned around?
The older single women in China never dreamed that they originally thought their competitors were peers from their own country. But when they turned around, they saw a group of blonde-haired, blue-eyed foreign girls. In the matchmaking corners of Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen, there are now increasingly more foreign women appearing. They are actively seeking Chinese men, even directly stating they don't want a dowry, a car, or a house, just a reliable Chinese husband. This is undoubtedly a bolt from the blue for the older single women in the country. They were originally hoping to wait for a man willing to compromise, but suddenly found that not only is the competition getting fiercer, even foreign women are starting to compete for marriage.
Preparing to find a Chinese person to settle down with.
Why?
These are all level 3, level 9.
No problem. No dowry needed.
Look at how capable you are.
Look at how cool you are.
I want to ask, do you think I'm okay? You're more than okay.
Thank you.
Are you planning to settle in the US and not leave? I don't want to leave. I really like China. I love eating buns. We can make buns.
Chef Shanghai, please.
180.
1080?
Chinese.
Chinese?
Yes.
Ha ha ha.
When are you getting married?
This year.
So soon?
Boss, why did you choose to find a job here?
Because I like China very much.
What for?
He does not understand. It's not necessary.
He's sincerely looking.
Yes, he really is.
You must buy a house for him to find.
I want a house. I want a house. Is this okay? Yes.
Looks good.
Talk on WeChat.
Ha ha ha.
First 8 years.
We have good conditions. Our family has a suite.
I want 5 houses in Beijing.
I think her temperament is not good.
Be cautious in words and actions.
Look at how many people are adding me on WeChat. I'm being extra careful to stay in China. There are so many people in China, but I hope everyone can find someone they like.
Chinese men are almost being taken away by foreign women. Recently, many foreign girls have come here looking for partners from places like Russia and Ukraine, all of them with fair skin, beautiful faces, and long legs. At first, I thought Chinese guys would refuse, but unexpectedly, they are quite accustomed to it. In just a few days, these foreign girls all found partners. I asked these guys, and they all said that foreign girls have a much higher cost-performance ratio than Chinese girls. Marrying a Chinese girl requires a house, a car, and a dowry. And when they go back, they still have to be supplementary workers, which is unbearably tough. But foreign girls are different. Not only do they not require a house, car, or dowry, but they also take great care of the family. It's really too comfortable. It seems that in the future, cross-national marriages are truly the trend. What do you all think?
It's terrifying. Foreign women are teaming up to snatch Chinese men. This month, several foreign women came to me. Do you know what their requirements are? No need for a house or car, no dowry required, willing to work hard with the man, having children and doing housework without complaints, no pressure about childbirth, and no need for holiday red envelopes. When married, they can work to support the family. With such requirements, how can Chinese women compete? So, if it were you, would you prefer a domestic or a foreign wife?
Foreign girls are impacting the Chinese market with low-cost dowries, and some people domestically are not happy about it. The recent topic of opening up international marriages to bring in foreign brides has stirred up a hornet's nest, attracting a lot of criticism. Because these foreign brides don't require dowries, cars, or houses, some people see this as pure disruption. There are even Russian girls who have been heavily insulted for not asking for dowries, accused of disrupting the market. Some male netizens have expressed that foreign brides, especially Southeast Asian women, are hardworking and have low demands, making them suitable for a good life together. Especially for young men in rural areas, dowries, houses, and cars are unbearable burdens. Getting married means depleting all the family's savings, making it truly unaffordable. Therefore, marrying a foreigner is often a last resort. However, many female netizens have expressed different opinions. They believe that foreign women, due to language and cultural barriers, can easily cause family conflicts, and male compatriots should not only consider the cost, but also whether it is suitable. Both sides hold their own views, and the argument has become quite heated. But regardless of the arguments, the fact that marrying foreigners is prevalent is undeniable. In 2018, the proportion of Chinese men marrying foreigners surpassed that of Chinese women marrying foreigners for the first time. In 2019, 29,000 men married foreigners, which was at least 10,000 more than the number of women who married foreigners. By 2020, 10,054 men married foreigners, while only 7,137 women did, with the proportion of Chinese men marrying foreigners reaching nearly 60%, and in Guangxi, it even reached an astonishing 92%. In Guangxi, out of 10 international marriages, 9 involve Guangxi men marrying foreigners, most of whom are Vietnamese brides. Locally, there's a saying, if you can't find a wife, a Vietnamese bride will come. No dowry, no house needed. She can manage both the living room and the kitchen. This is because the average monthly salary in Vietnam is only about 2,200 yuan, so you could say that men earning less than 10,000 yuan a month have virtually no chance in the domestic dating market. However, in the eyes of these Southeast Asian women, a monthly income of 5,000 yuan is considered a significant advantage. When they marry here, their standard of living is definitely better than before. Things like houses, cars, and dowries are not even required. As long as someone is interested in them, they are eager to come and get married. It's not just Southeast Asia. Girls from countries like Russia are also marrying abroad. You should know that Chinese men have quite a good reputation internationally. In the eyes of foreign women, Western men are seen as carefree, Japanese and Korean men as chauvinistic, and Middle Eastern men are not even considered. Meanwhile, Chinese men are viewed as hardworking, ambitious, and caring towards their wives, practically the ideal partner. The key for them is, as long as you treat me well, I will be with you. In Russia, if both parties get along well, the bride's parents might even buy a house and a car for the groom, just because they value your honesty and integrity. Women who marry into such situations have no regrets. Comparing this to the domestic market, recently in Hangzhou, there was a matchmaking event with 1,000 participants, and surprisingly, all the attendees were women, with very few men present.
In some cities, the gender ratio in the matchmaking market has reached as high as 1 man to 40 women. Every time there's a matchmaking event, men have to be recruited from all over. Otherwise, there aren't enough participants. There's no way around it. Currently, men with an annual salary of less than 200,000 have no advantage at all. Some young women earning 3,000 a month without a house, car, or savings still look down on men who earn only 30,000 a month, as it falls far short of their expectations for a villa, luxury car, and $1 million annual salary. In this market environment, if it were you, what would you choose?
China's matchmaking market has always been known for its high demands. The man must have a house, a car, savings, and a good job. Otherwise, he doesn't even qualify for matchmaking. Many older single women have even stricter standards, requiring men over 35 to have an annual salary of $1 million, or else there's no discussion. However, the arrival of foreign girls has completely broken this rule. Data shows that since 2023, the proportion of foreign women in China's matchmaking market has increased by about 30%, with the majority coming from Southeast Asia, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and Latin America. They actively come to China seeking stable marital relationships. Why do they come to China to find partners? 3 core reasons. Chinese men are family-oriented, loyal and responsible. Compared to men in some countries, many foreign women believe that Chinese men are more reliable and more willing to take on family responsibilities. China's economy is relatively stable, especially when compared to some economically unstable countries like Ukraine, Russia, and Latin America. China's social environment is more conducive to women's development, making it easier for foreign women to find high-quality partners in China. Abroad, many women face high divorce rates and men unwilling to marry, whereas in China, men are relatively more willing to enter family life.
I have noticed that many foreign women are now coming to our country to compete with our older single women for Chinese men. It's true, and they have already started to bear fruit. Countries like Romania, Russia, Vietnam, and other Southeast Asian nations, it's really strange, very strange. They are marrying Chinese men and even having 3 or 4 children. It's said that they don't ask for houses or dowries. I don't understand what they are after. In places like Shanghai, Jiangsu, and Guangdong, several times I've noticed in bikini shops that some kids look a bit mixed race. I tried communicating with them in English, and it turns out these kids can speak Chinese. That's when I found out their mother is from abroad and their father is Chinese. A Belarusian woman married a Chinese man and had 2 adorable children. So I've been thinking, is it really this competitive now? In our country, many older sisters are still unmarried, while so many women from abroad are coming in. This year I'm 35 years old. Because of the 300,000 yuan dowry and the 20,000 yuan monthly salary requirement, I've turned down many quality men. So when I see these beautiful foreign women marrying into our country, I can't express it. My feelings are very mixed. Suddenly it feels like someone has come to compete with us. The market was already very competitive, with many young girls rushing in. Now a group of women from abroad has come, regardless of the cost, competing to be housewives at home. These foreign beauties don't ask for a dowry, they don't mind the in-laws, they don't insist on having their names on the property, they don't refuse to have children, and they aren't picky about the guy's salary or demand that he be 1.8 meters tall. I feel really conflicted about this. Good men are really in short supply. And then I also heard that many Vietnamese women marry into the country for just a few thousand yuan, meaning a guy can spend a few thousand yuan to marry a woman as his wife. I'm not sure about their current situation, but they provide emotional value. And as long as the man gives her a little benefit, maybe even no benefit at all, they are extremely satisfied. So, I'm 35 years old this year, and suddenly I feel so anxious. My best friend previously suggested that I lower my standards for blind dates. I used to think I could adjust them a bit more, but now I regret it because I didn't realize how competitive this market is. No matter how I try to lower my standards, I can't compete with them, you know? Moreover, they are desperately learning Chinese and providing emotional value. And their ages are all quite young. There's nothing I can do. It's too much. It's really terrifying.
Yesterday, I actually received a private message telling me not to steal Chinese men. Oh, I haven't taken any good Chinese men. My husband said he chose me because he couldn't afford the bride price back then. Is that my fault?
Let's take a look at how big the gap is between older single Chinese women and foreign girls in the blind date market. Seeing this, many Chinese men might already be laughing out loud. Who wouldn't want a gentle, considerate wife willing to strive together? But for older single Chinese women, this is simply a fatal blow. In the past, they always stood in a market where demand exceeded supply, believing that men must work hard to please them. But now the market environment has changed, and their competitors are no longer young local girls, but foreign women. A 32-year-old engineer gives up on the dating market and directly marries a Russian girl. Mr. Wang, 32 years old, a senior engineer at an internet company in Beijing, with an annual salary of 500,000 yuan. He went on countless blind dates, but every girl demanded a house and a car, no loans, a dowry, savings, and even questioned the retirement funds of his parents. In the end, he gave up on domestic dating and met a Russian girl named Anna through an international dating platform. Anna not only didn't demand a house or a car, but was also willing to work hard with him, and the two eventually registered their marriage in Beijing. Mr. Wang remarked that the domestic dating market is too exhausting, turning romance into business negotiations, while foreign girls are more sincere. A 45-year-old single man marries a Southeast Asian girl and leads a happy life. Mr. Li, 45 years old, runs a small company in Shanghai with a decent annual income, but due to his age, he has been rejected by the domestic dating market for being too old. During blind dates, he was rejected by countless girls, with reasons ranging from him being too old to not being tall enough or not having a successful enough career. Eventually, through a friend's introduction, he met a Thai girl, and they hit it off immediately. After getting married, they live a happy and fulfilling life. Mr. Li said, "I finally don't have to be scrutinized anymore. Marriage should be about mutual understanding, not a transaction." It is already very clear that the influx of foreign women is causing a major transformation in China's marriage market. For ordinary Chinese men, this is a significant benefit, as they finally have more choices and are no longer the ones being scrutinized and exploited. For older single women in China, this is the final crisis. If they do not change their views on choosing a partner and do not lower unrealistic demands, they might truly be completely eliminated from the marriage market in the future.